Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hearthstone. We're going to be jumping back into the arena where anything can happen. Pay that gold in there. Can I go ahead and rock Paladin? I actually think he's pretty much the strongest class in arena. We love equality and constructed, but not as much in arena. Gadgets and Auctioneer probably is the best here. Equality can be really good though. I'm actually going to go with Equality. Gadgets and Auctioneer is super situational. Equality, you can usually find a way to make it worthwhile. It's also a really good... Well, there's... People talk about the problem of very win cards, where, like, Gadgets and Auctioneer is one of these, actually. He's good when you're ahead. He's good when you have control of the board, and you can protect him. But if you're behind, if your enemy's clearing your board every turn, playing a Gadgets and Auctioneer, he just dies. He just dies easier than a Chillwind Yeti for 1 mana more. So, like, Equality, if you're behind, it's good. It's like the opposite of a very win card. It's not a very lose card. It's a more likely to win if you were losing card. I think Guardian of Kings is probably good to go here. We're still very early on in the draft, so it's fine to draft high cost cards and not worry about the curve so much. I feel about the same way about Silverhand Knight, but actually Worgen Infiltrator is very good. You can usually, like, he's a threat that either stops your opponent from playing 3/2s for 2 mana, or trades very well with them, because you can just leave him stealthed. Acidic Swamp Ooze is amazing. I like both of these quite a lot. They're both good when you're playing for the late game. I'm gonna take Guardian of Kings. He seems really solid. I'll have to stop taking him soon, though, because we can't just have our whole mana curve be up at 7 mana. All of these cards are bad. I think Leper Gnome's a little bit better than Mogushan Warden. He's just kind of a wall. He just kind of slows your opponent down from killing you, but it doesn't actually help you gain control of the board at all. So I'm going to go with Leper Gnome. Not a strong card, but it's fine. I'm going to say Blessing of Kings is actually the best here. If you have a minion on the board, that's 4 damage with charge. It's a very versatile card, and it's also 4 more health for your minion. Noble Sacrifice is also quite good, but I'm going to go Blessing of Kings. Redemption. Redemption's okay. Particularly with the deck that we have building, it's a pretty good card. We're sort of going in 2 different directions, where we've got like Leper Gnome and Worgen Infiltrator and Guardian of Kings, but all in all, we're going to be valuing card draw a little bit higher, I think, as we go on, which sort of makes those 2 plans both make sense. Because, like, Leper Gnome and Worgen Infiltrator both, you know, they kill your opponent early if they don't have anything, but they also stop your opponent's thing from killing you if they do. If that makes sense. I think I'm going to go ahead with the Oasis Snapjaw. It tends to just kind of clear out early game minions. I love Hammer of Wrath. Love Hammer of Wrath quite a bit. But yeah, Hammer of Wrath. No but. Wrapping it. Injured Blademaster is like just a good 3-drop, but Argent Commander is such an amazing card in general. He can definitely be the thing that turns a game into your favor at turn 6. So I'm going to grab the Argent Commander. I'll grab another Hammer of Wrath. The rest of those cards seem kind of bad. Venture Company Mercenary is great. Like, Oasis Snapjaw is not a great card. But I think he works in the game plan that we have going so far. We've got some spells. We've got 2 Hammers of Wrath and an Equality, which adds a little bit of value to Violet Teacher. I'd say she's probably better than Demolisher in general. But Demolisher, like, fits our mana curve better. Demolisher's another one of those sort of very win cards. Like, he's only good if you can defend him. I think Violent Teacher has more comeback potential. Blessing of Wisdom is strong. I don't think either of these are. all of these cards are bad. This is bad because it allows your opponent to outplay it. Like, sometimes they just have a Leper Gnome and they play it, and Repentance gets popped, but it does nothing. I kind of think Nightblade might be the way to go here. Maybe War Golem, but, like, Boulder Fist Ogre is a 6/7 for 6 mana. War Golem only gets 1 attack more than it. So, like, it's a weak late game card. I'm gonna go with Nightblade. I'm tempted to grab another Guardian of Kings. I think Worgen Infiltrator might actually be right to do. Our late game, we've got like some card draw. Not a ton. So I think another Guardian of Kings is actually better. Wolf Rider's good. Like, he's not great. He's a very average card. He almost always goes 1 for 1. And almost always with, like, something at the same mana level. I just like him because he helps stop you from losing the early game. Like, he's just kind of a removal card, more or less. An overpriced Frostbolt. For anyone that wants it. I'm gonna go with the Murloc Tidehunter. Not a good card, but I need 2 drops really badly. Noble Sacrifice. It's probably better than Holy Knight. Or Holy Light, rather. It's another one of those cards that stops you from losing early game. I think Wild Pyromancer is probably just the strongest one here. We really need to start worrying about that mana curve. Like, mostly we need to fill in down here. We're a bit too late game, and this gap at 3 is bad. So for that reason, I will take Tauren Warrior. I will take Shattered Sun Cleric. I will take Injured Blade Master. Though I feel Wild Pyromancer is usually a better card. Yay, we balanced that right back out. I think Loot Hoarder's the best of these. Consecration is, like, you've got to take Consecration when they give it to you. Argent Protector, I feel pretty much the same way about. I feel we've managed to, like, recover the early game a bit. With that said, another 3-drop would better fit our mana curve, for sure. But I think I've got to give it to Blessing of Wisdom here, just because it's got some late game potential. You always draw it back. Like, you always get your card back for Blessing of Wisdom. Sometimes you get more back. Sometimes you actually get card advantage from Blessing of Wisdom, which is amazing late game, but it's actually pretty rare. So I'm going to go with Wolf Rider here. I think that's the more solid card. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking a Bloodfen Raptor here. We're skewing a little bit towards the early game at that point, but that's fine. I'll grab an Argent Commander here. Try and keep that tail nice and long. Ancient Watchers are great if you have things to combo them with, but I did not. And this is our last pick. I'm going to give it to Stampeding Kodo. So this is very much so. We're going to have to, like, mulligan pretty aggressively in order to get things that are good early game, because we don't have that many of them. But if we can make it late game, I've got pretty huge confidence in this deck. A little bit lacking just in, like, strong 4-drops. I'd like to have, like, a couple more Chillwind Yetis in here, but that's almost always true. I think a deck of all Chillwind Yetis would probably win a lot of arena games, actually. Just pure Chillwind Yeti. Can't stop it. Up against Warlock. It's not constructed, so it's, I don't know, arena decks are kind of arena decks. The only thing that really changes because I'm up against a Warlock is that, like, 1 damage removal is more rare. They have to, like, have Mortal Coil in their hand in order to have good 1 damage removal. I think I'll hold Shattered Sun Cleric and Argent Protector and hope for a 1 or 2 drop. Could also, I think I should kick back Shattered Sun Cleric, actually. This could go really wrong. I'm going to hold Shattered Sun Cleric. Because this is, like, this is not a bad early game. And I could, with this deck, definitely end up with a bad early game. I'm going to go ahead and just throw Noble Sacrifice on the ground. The alternative is holding it until Violet Teacher, but... unless you're against another Paladin, I think that that's a good play. Because it'll kill something, basically, if you cast it this early. If we play this, it's possible that it gets picked off by the 2-1 if he ignores the secret. Because the secret means that he should attack with his 1-1 first.
I wonder.
It's always Noble Sacrifice. So I'm going to go ahead and just reinforce, because it still kills off one of these minions. And it doesn't have the opportunity, like, it doesn't leave him the opportunity to potentially trade really favorably by using that 2-1. That's what he should do. Oh no! This is a pretty debatable turn.
Let me think.
I think I should Shattered Sun Cleric and run into the 2-2. I mean, it means that the Shattered Sun Cleric is going to get traded into by that, but... and, like, what's on the board is always the worst-case scenario for your opponent. Like, them only using what's on the board to clear your side would be the worst case for them, I guess. So it's overly optimistic to expect that that happens every time, because sometimes they have, like, removal in hand and things like that. Violet Teacher seems great here. It'll allow us to clear that out. And it'll only deal 1 damage to a 3-5. If he has Shadow Bolt and burns it on that, I'm fine with it. Shadow Bolt is 3 mana, deal 4 damage. As long as he's got to throw the Voidwalker in there too, I'm fine with it. Soulfire is also fine with me. He lost a Shadow Flame. Ooh. Ooh, he lost AoE. That's important in Arena. This is a big mistake. It's a big mistake from him right there. And he's gonna actually get punished for it here too. Question is, should I play a lot of minions onto the board? I think the answer is yes, because we know he had Shadow Flame.
Not on my watch.
And he still played Soulfire. The reason why that's important doesn't seem immediately intuitive. I probably should have Blessing of Wisdom something in order to get a 1-1 out of her. Probably should have Blessing of Wisdom to her. But, like, she's gonna die this turn, so it just gets its card back. I think I can find better value than that. Anyhow, because he played Soulfire with Shadow Flame in hand, I don't think he has more AoE, because if you've got a hand that chock full of AoE, you don't throw it away by Soulfiring. And it appears I'm correct. So I can trade these two into there. You could also just Argent Commander, and then bump into him with that. Hit that there, run into that. Yeah, I think that's good.
This is my responsibility.
I don't think that that's an overreaction. Alright, I think my move here is not actually Guardian of Kings. I think it's Blessing of Wisdom on this Argent Commander. Trade those into there. Play Murloc Tidehunter in a 1/1. Worst case scenario is Tidehunter in a 1/1, that is. It looks like that is how it's going to be. This actually seems good. We get another 1/1, and we can just trade that into there then. Perhaps a waste of a Consecration. But if he could deal with the Violet Teacher, he would have dealt with the Violet Teacher by now, so... I actually think that I'm okay on that. Nothing has more than 1 health. I just hope he doesn't have AoE. Because if he doesn't, I can just use all these little guys that I've got in order to clean up whatever he plays. Guardian of Kings is totally worth playing next turn, even though I don't get all of the healing out of it. He's searching for an answer. I feel that was a mistake, unless he has some other removal for the Violet Teacher. Get him. We're rushing him down. We got 30 health. He's got nothing.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh, it's on. Let the juggling commence. Oh, juggling. What? Who has 2 Molten Giants in their arena deck?
Shields up.
Mother of God, what? Seriously, though? Seriously? I just gotta play the Pyromancer. I'm not gonna trade into him because I can't actually kill it. I don't know if I have anything in this deck that wins this game. Molten Giants are super rare in Arena. I don't think that I was wrong to not play around the Molten Giants. Because, like, you can totally do that and construct it. Like, if a Warlock has... If you see an Ancient Watcher early game from a Warlock, you pretty much know that he also has... Oh, that was a good play. That he also has Molten Giants. Because it's like, that's the hand Warlock. He's got Molten Giants for sure. Stampeding Kodo is, like... an insulting card to draw right now. Like, I don't need to deal with something with 2 or less attack. I need to deal with the 8 attack Giants, Kodo. It's very insensitive of you to show up right now. We have to kill one of these. It's just too fast of a clock. I guess I play the Kodo. Might have been better to hold him, but I mean, the odds of just never making any progress are pretty high. Like, we, right now, still are pretty desperate. We need to draw Soulfire. You have an Onyxia? Like, what? What? Onyxia comboing with Knife Juggler against me right now? In Arena? Is this even Arena? Like... I'm just so unhappy with this game right now. Alright. Alright. Get at me. Get at me. I'll let you do the honors, sir. That's just... No. That's... Alright, guys. Don't learn anything from that game. Stop learning right now. It's not normal in your first game of Arena to play against 2 Molten Giants and Onyxia. Phrased as a PSA. Playing against 2 Molten Giants and Onyxia in Arena isn't normal, but our method is. Oh man, that's fine. It's fine, guys. He had 2 Molten Giants and played a Sun Fury Protector in between them in Arena. He had 6 health. He was going to lose. We weren't wrong not to play around it. It's just not something you'll see that often in Arena. Oh, equality. I feel like I should ditch equality for now. It does stop you from losing early games super hard. I'm torn. I'm gonna hold on to it, actually. That's kind of why. It's like, I don't know. If I draw 2 Guardians of Kings there, I'm pretty unhappy, and I would rather have the equality so that my Silverhand recruits can actually get some work done. Gotta farm. I've had crazy things show up in my farm. Like I think it was a tomato shaped. No, it might have been like the beet shape, but it had like some goofy texture. It's like it like grabbed texture from over here or something. Yeah, one of these. It was a cosmic beet. I've had 2 boots at once. I have video of it. I could prove it to you. I've seen attack ships off the surface of Orion, or however that quote goes. I could trade a Wolf Rider and a 1/1 for a Harvest Golem.
Let me
I think that that's not bad. Is it better than dropping equality, though? I think it's better than dropping equality. This is the only thing that keeps me in board control, like, on this turn. And while it's, like, technically totally inefficient, you know, I mean, that 1/1 is probably 1 of the mana from Murloc Tidehunter, a little bit less. So it was like, that was a 3 mana card, and I've spent 3 mana plus whatever that 1/1 is worth. Mana inefficient, but Harvest Golem is just an amazing card. Unless you also have one, it's hard to deal with it mana efficiently. Or card efficiently, for that matter. I think Bloodfen Raptor's okay here. No. I think I just Wolf Rider into him. He's probably like, I'm getting real sick of your shit, Grim Lava Lamp. Your Wolf Riders can suck it. I hate you. I hate your Wolf Riders. I hate your farm. Alright, we're gonna farm beats. Yeah, we're gonna farm beats immediately. Successfully. Needs more beats. Oh, the beats. Okay, Monowraith. Okay. I think I just kill it and drop Nightblade. It's tempting to keep it around just to spite him, but well, let's kill it and drop Nightblade. That was a very efficient turn. We cleared his board and got a better minion out. The 3 damage is, like, completely inconsequential, though. Nightblade has pretty cool card art.
I must consider.
I approve of it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? By the way, I have Equality Pyromancer, which clears the board no matter what. It's a good set of cards to have. Let's go ahead and just,
This one's mine.
well, we'll Hammer of Wratham first, see what we draw. We draw Consecration, that's fantastic. Pyromancer Consecration clears only their side of the board,
This one's mine.
which is quite nice as well. Ah. There's not too much we're scared of here. We're not massively committed to the board. We can clear everything off if we need to.
Get behind me.
I am more than happy to dispatch that and drop a Guardian of Kings. Oh. Or should I do that?
Let me think.
I think I should Guardian of Kings. Just Guardian of Kings, drop a Silverhand Recruit. I think that's fine.
This one's mine.
Reporting position.
Even if he uses something to clear this, like if it's Holy Nova, it just kills a 1/1 in addition, and anything else is going to be him spending a card to do it. I guess Akanai's Soul Priest and his hero power, or Shadow Form and his hero power, would hurt a lot.
Consider.
But that's really the only possibility that really punishes this. Put a copy of a random minion from your opponent's deck into the battlefield. What does he get? What does he get? That's fine. Oh, it doesn't activate its battle cry. That's kind of cool. I might Equality. I hope that he plays something else that I can, like, justify Equality. Oh, or he does that, and then Equality does nothing good for me. Unless I want to Equality Consecration. Which, maybe I do. Yeah, I think that's actually great. I know I don't have any spells for the Pyromancer, so I might as well just play him as a, you know, as just a 3/2 that hangs out. If I get spells and can't kill him, I'll be pretty unhappy, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What do you got, Priest? What does he got?
I wonder.
Alright, so he's stealing more cards from my deck. What a jerk. That's my deck and I drafted it. Alright. You keep your dirty hands off my deck.
I wonder.
Just pass your turn? Just, no, you don't want to play anything. Just pass your turn. Dang it.
This one's mine.
Didn't even need the healing. How does he not have something to deal 1 damage to my Nightblade? It's crazy that thing's lived this long. It's a little bit unfortunate that these two together won't kill him. I will need to draw some direct damage to kill him next turn if he has an answer for the Nightblade. Okay, it's a taunt minion with less than 8 health, aka all taunt minions. It also drops into 1. It's a little bit unfortunate. What are you doing, priest?
Well met.
Just want to let him know I met him. It was good. He did a good job at it. He met me well.
Choose quickly.
Greetings.
So the only thing we're really scared of is mind control. Mind control is scary, but even if he mind controls a Guardian of Kings, it'll take both of these to kill the Guardian of Kings. I'll have dealt 8 damage to him. There's a noble sacrifice out that he doesn't know about. So it'll actually be really hard for him to get to me.
Reporting for duty.
Like, even against mind control, we're fine here. We win against mind control. The noble sacrifice is a super strong draw here, because all that he's got on the board is an Argent Commander with its shields down, so it dies to it. His hero power just puts him at 5, which still dies to a single Guardian of Kings.
I hope you like my invention.
He no longer has enough mana for mind control, so... Holy Nova and healing himself. He would think that Argent Commander would be able to trade into Guardian of Kings, but he would be wrong because the 2-1 would intercept it. So he tests that. He might still have Holy Nova. He might just wanted to know. Might have wanted to know. Yeah. He's at 7. Still needs... Nope, not enough. Not enough, good sir.
Well played.
Alright. Our Paladin deck is off to a strong start. We get that 100 gold for that quest. By a strong start, I mean we're 1-1, but, you know, it's good. It's a good Paladin deck. I like it a lot. I just want to check and see if them other media cows are saying anything on Facebook. I told you these would be chiller videos. Ray live streamed for 12 hours last night. If you are not following us on twitch.tv/themediacows, you gotta do that.
Uther versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. I will fight with honor.
Yay, videos is getting recorded. Oh my word. Golden King Crush. That's intense. Anyhow, recording a video, I hear. Alright, good, good. Of course Andrew will understand that that's a joke. You've got friends that would get offended at that. Those aren't necessarily people you should be friends with. Oh, he's flaring. He's flaring hard. Just cycles his card. A pretty worthless card to get in Arena. I can go ahead and play Murloc Tidehunter here and attack past, I feel. There's not too much that gets crushed against. He's got King Crush, right? So now he's got to play Hunter. The reason why I can attack past after that is because he'll want to take the trade rather than getting taken out by a 1-1. Of course, if he's got Explosive Trap, it's very good against my board right now.
May my ancestors watch over.
Oh my heavens.
Let me think.
Hey, give me that!
Let's trade that in, see what we draw. I don't really want to play Noble Sacrifice because it's just going to catch a Leper Gnome. I'm being a little bit aggressive with that. I could probably just trade the Leper Gnome there instead. I don't know if I'd say aggressive. I'd say greedy. I'm hoping I get the 1-1 trade.
To battle!
Ow, my face! I really like Noble Sacrifice here, which is kind of giving me pause on what else I should play. I think Acidic Swamp Ooze is good. Arguably, I could just reinforce, because holding on to this in case he plays a weapon is really good. He'd have to top deck the weapon,
Let me
on the other hand. So yeah, let's go for that. Noble Sacrifice, trading for a Knife Juggler is reasonable. It's good. The Tundra Rhino, however, has charge and is a 2/5.
get down!
You monster. Yeah. That was a good call on his part. It looks like I have, this is a common bug. The Tauren Warrior looked like it cost 1 for a second there. No. It's a 2/3 and has Taunt and Enrage plus 2 attack. Costs 3 mana. Stampeding Kodo is awfully good here. Takes out the Tundra Rhino. And I'll just trade right into him. We're trying to establish board control. Having a 3/5 is a good start for that. Wish we had 1 more mana. Because if I could Argent Commander into that, and then Blessing of Wisdom on the Kodo, that would seem really good.
Let me think.
I think Violet Teacher Blessing of Wisdom is pretty good though. It like creates 2 pretty high priority targets
Attention, class.
for him to deal with. It seems likely that this Kodo could survive. And if it doesn't, it's nice for me if the Violet Teacher survives. So I feel like that's a pretty strong play.
Give me a quest.
Oh, Violet Teacher. Yes. Success. Oh man, that draw is so good. Yeah, I'll take the trade.
Job's done.
I mean, the trade for the Divine Shield. Otherwise, the Gnomish Inventor could have traded with my Argent Protector. And if he's got hard removal for this, then it's bad news. So. Alright, first off, does this work? Cool. That means that that'll work as well. It's a misdirection, so I take 3 damage, but I still draw a card, which is happy days for me. We get any quality? Probably not going to be using that anytime soon. Probably going to be playing Venture Company Mercenary here. That'll put him on a pretty fast clock. Still allows me to have enough mana to play Argent Commander as well. Ooh. It's actually a pretty rough play. I can drop Tauren Warrior to block his path, though. Hammer of Wrath is not doing much for me. Alright, first we should attack. We don't have enough to clear that without, like, burning equality, which seems awfully silly. I'll go ahead and just Tauren Warrior. So this Blessing of Wisdom has come up huge for us. Stampeding Kodo. Stayed alive. A++ Kodo. Would play again. Would bless with Wisdom as well. Alright. Fortunately, he doesn't have any friendly beasts. I'm thinking Equality Consecration's pretty damn good here. Pretty much tells him, alright, either top deck some removal or you lose. Actually, I might... No, I don't have lethal, but it's actually pretty close. I didn't realize I was going to have enough mana for Hammer of Wrath. No, I should... Obviously. Well, no, because I would have had to hit one of the taunters with that. No real value in showing him my Hammer of Wrath.
Reporting for duty.
Not. He's probably not going to win this one, guys. I think we got him. Got him. And always courteously finish your opponent off in the most efficient manner possible. We're 2-1. This deck's performing pretty well for us. I am pleased by it. We are 2-1. Playing a Paladin deck, I think it's a pretty good deck. It lost its first game, but I think it's a strong deck. I think it's going to go far. You could use the search field in your collection to find all cards with taunt, and then put them in a deck. But that would probably make a bad deck. Regardless, using the search in general is a wonderful tool for creating decks. Get an extra card, it's Tauren Warrior, kick that back. Blessing of Wisdom I think we're also going to kick back. We'd rather draw it late, but not too late. We don't have a strong enough rest of our hand, I feel, to drop Blessing of Wisdom, or to keep Blessing of Wisdom. We'll get rid of it. Even Nightblade I feel is a little bit better to have in our hand right now. It's like not even a particularly strong card, but at least it's some higher drop that will help with board control, versus Blessing of Wisdom that's nothing for board control.
Wanna blow something up?
Thanks, RNG. That happens once in 8 times. Go ahead and drop a loot order. Might get removed. Hopefully it doesn't. Cat meowed rather pitifully. That's just how she sounds, though. She meows like that when she is happy, when she is purring. Lightning Bolt, that's still like he burnt a card and I didn't, and Lightning Bolt has 1 overload, so it's even, it's mana equal. I feel like Tauren Warrior is rather good in this case. Could coin out a Leper Gnome as well, which will sort of force his hand even harder about trading into the Tauren Warrior. Let's see how he handles it. He's got 3 mana. I bet he trades into the Tauren Warrior. Unless he's got a Rockbiter weapon or something. Flametongue Totem does not actually help him much here. Uh-oh, but if it gets a little help from Frost Shock, then it does. So he's not gonna attack the Tauren Warrior with anything, I don't think. There it is. Thinking I run into that, drop a Wolf Rider, and take out the Flametongue Totem.
Bring it on. Taste my steel.
I'm a little bit concerned about a play like a Lightning Storm or Forked Lightning, where he gets 2 for 1 on card value and runs right through. Though overall, that'd still be definitely in our advantage. In terms of, like, value that we got on the cards that were on the board. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it to Shattered Sun Cleric.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Run it in. Notably, that's still good for him, because Azure Drake is just an amazing card like that, because I used a card to kill his card. His card replaced itself, so he derived a little bit of card advantage there. We've got tempo. We got tempo on the board. It's good. It's a good thing, guys.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Okay. Crazy things are happening upstairs. I don't think Argent Commander's any good here. I think I play Nightblade and Worgen Infiltrator.
They'll never know what.
To battle.
Just kind of do some general level trading for value.
Forward.
I'm a little bit torn on which of these I should kill. I'll take out the one that does damage right now. Worgen Infiltrator was probably not necessary. It's better against Forked Lightning, though.
I wonder.
It's just worse against Lightning Storm. Ah. Oh, perfect draw. Yes. Fantastic. What does it draw us? Oh, that's not too bad.
First kill.
go ahead and just clear his board because he
One's mine.
is a shaman. And generally shamans are just in much weaker position if their board is completely empty. It's actually true of all classes, but... Okay. My dude is silenced. He's got an axe. He knows how to use it. Alright.
Let me think.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play these beefy minions onto the board.
Pay attention, class.
Not that much weaker against AoE than we
This
were
one's
before,
mine.
because they are quite beefy. And keeps pressure on the board. I think we've got this. We've just got a lot of card advantage on him at this point. We have been extracting value. Alright. Of course you do that. Next, if there's no pressing concerns on the board, I'll play Guardian of Kings. If there are, I'll do Argent Commander. I think I prefer Argent Commander here. Oh, what are you getting up to there? Oh, Ancestral Healing? Maybe? Gives a minion taunt? I could trade both of these into that. Leaves a Violet Teacher likely to die. I could Argent Commander into that. Leaves the Argent Commander likely to die.
Think.
I think I'm fine with that, though.
Reporting for duty.
Instruction begins.
Keep on clearing this board. Proper. We're in good shape here. Great shape. Some AoE would be bad for us. Like, Earth Elementals, always a terrible thing to see your opponent play. Oh, he's got a Molten Giant. Where are people even getting these Molten Giants? It's pretty much my question at this point. Well, we can kill this for 2 Divine Shields. And a Silverhand Recruit.
Not on my watch.
Battle. Reporting for duty.
It seems like he has a buff card in his hand, because he was hovering over his 2 minions earlier, and he still hasn't played that. Whatever it is. So I'm making very sure to just clear off his board constantly. It could be Wind Fury.
I can't do that.
I am ready to
I can't.
Oh, I'm out of space on the board. Whoops.
The battle.
Alright, that's fine. He's like, I see you're having some trouble casting minions. I'm out of here. Alright, buddy. You win. You win. I had to wrestle him to the ground to get it out of him. But I win. Yes. I'd actually make a prediction about how I think this deck will do. I think, like, we've already gotten 3 wins pretty quickly, right? Right? We're 3-1? Yeah. It gets a lot harder up around 5 or 6 wins. Like, I believe there is an MMR on the arena, but, like, you start at 0 every time you enter. I could be totally... That could not be a thing, but I feel like as I go later, people get better.
You asked for it.
I don't actually know that at all. I'm much less convinced of that now that I've thought about it a bit. Oasis Snapjaw is sometimes good. Wolf Rider is usually times good. Shrouded Sun Cleric, I'm just very concerned that I'm like not gonna have anything stick to the board at all. And not be able to use her. 6 wins though. I think we've got 6 wins easily with this deck. Which is another 3 before we lose 2 more. So like, you know, we can go 3-1 again. If we lose this and then win 3 more in a row,
What to do?
that's 6 wins. It's rather fun. At 7 wins, you can play the arena forever, which is rather cool. I will coin out a Bloodfen Raptor. Might be an overly aggressive play, but I mean, given that I've just like got a nice mono ramp, with the exception of having 2/2 drops, I think it's rather good. What's he got? Arcane Missiles? Maybe, perhaps. And Frostbolt would be good against me. Sun Fairy Protector. The bitch of Sun Fury Protector is that it might get traded into my Loot Hoarder if I play the Loot Hoarder. It can kill a lot of small minions.
I wonder.
I still kind of want to play Loot Hoarder though. No, I'll just play the Silverhand Recruit. Because if he trades into that right now, I can play Loot Hoarder and Noble Sacrifice next turn. Which is pretty likely to get some value, or at least force him to use his hero power to clear. Okay. I definitely would have taken the free 1/1, but I guess that's just me. I could clear his board in a rather unorthodox move of playing Wild Pyromancer, running in, and then using Noble Sacrifice. But it'd leave me with a 3/1 Pyromancer that he can just hero power away. I don't think that that's very good. Let's play Loot Hoarder and Noble Sacrifice. He'll probably hero power away my Loot Hoarder, and he'll probably have his Knife Juggler die on my Noble Sacrifice. Though if he plays minions here, Wolf Rider might have been better.
May my ancestors
Yeah, see, it's fine. Get dunked! Get dunked, Knife Juggler! Woo! There's a few different ways of responding here. I think I'm just gonna Wolf Rider into him. Like, I could also Violet Teacher. If I could Violet Teacher and cast any spell, I would do that, but I'm gonna Wolf Rider. It's not so much about defending the Loot Hoarder as much as it is about just having something on the board and having him not have anything on the board.
Give me a quest.
Seems doable. Consecration here would be a horrible, horrible overreaction. Like, he only has 5 cards in hand. How bad because he's questing Adventurer Gid?
Pay attention, class.
Part of me wants to play Blessing of Wisdom. I don't think I should, though. I think that's very likely to get blown up if I do that. Like, I think it's pretty likely that he fireballs this anyhow. Because every mage drafts every fireball that they see. Including me. It's just an amazing card. Polymorph, though. I don't know if I would go that far. Oh, he's got the hero power. Argent Commander leaves a 4-2 on the board. If we do this and this, it leaves a 2-1 on the board. And a 1-1, I guess. Pyromancer in hand, it doesn't seem particularly useful. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. What's he gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Venture Company Mercenary? Yeah, you would. You would make that good play. If I Argent Commander and Blessing of Wisdom and run into his face, he will definitely come for this Argent Commander. And he'll have to burn, like, removal and run that into it. And then that'll set up Consecration. And if he plays anything else onto the board, then that Consecration is really good. So we're just going to attack your face. And if he can't clear it, then damn. We just Blessing of Kings that Argent Commander and just keep the pain train running. Okay. These things happen. I don't think he needs to run into that sheep. If he could clear the whole board, it might be reasonable. But given that he can't. Oh, just... Oh. The draw is beautiful. So beautiful.
Not on my
Oh yes. It's so good.
Reporting for duty.
Puts that Murloc out of Flame Strike range. Granted, at this point he can Flame Strike and Hero Power because he's got 9 mana. But we reasserted board control after Adventure Company Mercenary. It's just that he's got a lot of cards in his hand right now.
What to do?
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Is he gonna double Ice Lance it? Okay. That's at that point, I guess he spent 3 cards to burn my 2. I think that's the correct count. I'm gonna play these 2. Just run into his face with the 2/2. His turn to catch Adventure Company Mercenary. He's got a fireball there to do it. I'm hoping he plays minions though, because then Consecration could get amazing. Having a Sea Giant doesn't actually make that right. He definitely should have traded here. This is actually not too bad. I'm gonna keep these together in my hand and Just run that into there. Run into his face. Guardian of Kings. And, hero power.
This is my responsibility.
Reporting for duty.
Puts us out of Pyroblast range. Some people still draft Pyroblast. I don't recommend that. What's he got there? Cone of Gold. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that is very rough. Oh, I was really counting on having that Guardian of Kings to remove his giant. Here's the terrible thing here, is that right now he precisely kills us if the card in his hand is Pyroblast. If I play Pyromancer... Oh. No, I don't have enough mana. If I could clear this River Crocolisk, it could potentially save my life. We'll see. We'll see if he's got the Pyroblast. Sometimes you've just gotta hope that they don't. Hope that they don't have the Pyroblast. Or hope that they don't notice that the Pyroblast is lethal. He's only got one card, but Pyroblast is one of those cards that, you know,
What to do?
it's not like you can cast it until turn 10 anyways. I'd say it shows up in less than half of Mage Arena decks, though. He's half the way through his deck, so I guess that on some level makes it like a 25% chance that he has a Pyroblast, but it's probably lower than that even.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I hope he runs his 3/4 into my 1/1. Oh.
Time runs out on me.
Really? That surprises me. I think I play the Tauren Warrior and
Let me
play it. Doesn't really matter, I don't think, if I play it before or after the Enrage. Either way, its job is just going to be to clear off that Crocolisk. So let's keep it healthy then.
Well played.
Thank you.
That should do it. Just don't top deck a what's called Flame Strike. If that's a Flame Strike, and he's just laughing before he plays it, many sad faces. Many sad faces from Tom. We're gonna hit him in the face. Clearing his board, marginally safer-ish. But all that we need is 3 damage at this point to win. Probably should have cleared his board, actually.
My shield for Argus.
Yeah. This is what happens when you don't clear somebody's board. But we win anyhow. Oh, nope, we don't quite win. We don't quite win, guys. Oh, there we go, we win.
They'll never know what.
That was a close match.
Well played.
Well fought match as well. Let's jump right on into the next game.
versus Uther.
I will
Got another
fight
Paladin.
with honor. Justice demands retribution.
We're just gonna drop the 2 expensive minions and hold the cheap minion. It's pretty okay starting hand. I would not call it great.
I hope you like my invention.
Bloodfen Raptor is the stronger card than Murloc Tidehunter here. And in general, when 1 damage might get bandied about. At your opponent's discretion.
Reporting for duty.
I think I'm just gonna play this and the Leper Gnome. So, if I leave these 2 on the board, they will remove 4 damage from the board. If I trade into one of them with the Bloodfen Raptor, the other one can kill the Bloodfen Raptor, or it can kill one of the 2 ones. So, that either removes 3 damage or 2 damage from the board. So, attacking that 1/1 was just a means of securing a tiny bit more board control for myself. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Tauren Warrior. And I will Blessing of Wisdom. The minion without the death rattles, that silence is a little bit less of a big deal. It seems rather likely that we should be able to get off more attacks with that Blessing of Wisdom, though maybe he has Consecration. If he does, though, the Tauren Warrior punishes that pretty badly, because I'll hit him in the face for 5 next turn. I would still use it if I were him.
X marks the spot.
He begs to differ.
Reporting for duty.
2 Hammer of Wraths. Very nice. I'm gonna burn 1 here. Hit that. Again, I should have done that before using Hammer of Wrath, actually. Because it draws me a card, and maybe that card's something that I want to play. Now Consecration is great against me. Yep. There it is. It's pretty much his whole turn, though. Probably Noble Sacrifice. Far and away the most common. I say that it is. What seems good is probably just dropping an Injured Blade Master and my hero power. Next turn I can attack with the Silverhand Recruit to clear out the Noble Sacrifice, and then Divine Shield and attack with my Injured Blade Master. Or stop everything in order to handle a Boulder Fist Ogre. Which I have a lot of options of how to do. I think I'm gonna Hammer of Wrath, and then, unless we draw something, Divine Shield and run into it.
Not on my watch.
We'll throw a Worgen Infiltrator out there. Ah! Oh no! I already told him to attack. I forgot about Redemption.
That was a mistake.
That was terrible. Hit me in the face. Hit me in the face. I want a do-over. No one runs redemption.
Not on my watch.
Oh no! I could Consecration and Wolf Rider here to kill his whole board. I think that is what I do. My phones are jangling.
For the king!
Ray just said Tom. No further message.
I'll put it on your...
Oh, that was a pretty cute little play. It's very likely that he Stormwind champions into the Noble Sacrifice. Or Stormwind Knight, rather, into the Noble Sacrifice. Rather than waltzing his panda into it.
Truth is my shield.
Reporting for duty. Get down!
Alright, so I'm gonna Wolf Rider into the Divine Shield. Trade into the Sunwalker with the Guardian of Kings. They'll leave that at 2 health. Argent Commander into the Panda. Seems like what's gonna happen. It's not card efficient, like, at all. But it does a pretty dang good job of clearing his board. And, yeah, I mean, certainly he can Stormwind Knight into that 4-2, though. There it is. Frozen? Jerk.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so if we don't enchant this, that trades into it. If we do enchant this, or if we don't enchant this, that trades into it.
I wonder...
I think we enchant the Guardian of Kings.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Keep it from dying to the 2-1. If he wants to trade his Frost Elemental for it, I am happy about that. I guess his Stormwind Champion has a good trade in running into my Shattered Sun Cleric, though. That's fine. It's not an amazing trade for him.
Die! Or both.
Equality. I'm not at all convinced that that was good for him. I almost want to hold the Swamp Ooze.
Reporting for duty. To battle!
Push forward.
He's low on health, but a True Silver Champion just really ruins our day here. Sword of Justice also really ruins our day. And the value of having a 3-2 on the board is... feels marginal. He's just got so much more card advantage than us, and I don't think that we can rush him down, even if we play it. It'll allow us to have 7 damage next turn. That's still not lethal. Like, it's still not going to be lethal even the turn after that. So we're going to need some help from our deck, and we're going to trust it. We're going to hope that he plays a weapon, because it makes that Acidic Swamp Ooze totally worthwhile.
Ready, sir.
The Frost Wolves stand ready. Reporting for duty.
Now I kind of just feel like I need help on the board right now.
To battle!
Job's done.
I've already used my hero power, though. Don't actually have the mana. There were no decisions left in that turn. My bad. Back to gardening.
To Northrend!
Oh dear. Oh my heavens. Well, this is bad. Notably, the Acidic Swamp Ooze really was not going to save us anyhow. Which was more so my point. Like, the odds of the Swamp Ooze has just a champion turning this game around for us are really low. We can get up to 6 health. He doesn't have anywhere near lethal because I'm still at full health.
Reporting for duty.
I would hope for him to trade the 2 4 attack minions for no good reason into that, but not likely to happen because it's terrible.
I wonder.
He's got to trade the Frostwolf Warlord into it. Oh! Oh, that kills us. If somehow in one card I could draw an Equality and a Wild Pyromancer, we'd be in good shape here. We are dead in all other cases. Are we dead next turn? He's got 27 damage on the board, so yes.
Well played. Reporting for duty.
I'll let him do the honors. Probably shouldn't have said well played. He might still think that he needs to trade. There he goes.
Well played.
Yeah, so, he's managed to, like, extract serious card advantage from us. Just kind of felt like a card quality win, basically. We've got 4 wins. I want 2 more before this last loss. Breaking news, BioShock DLC is March 25th.
Uther versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I will fight with honor.
This seems good. It runs the risk of, like, losing before... No, there's not many risks, actually. We just hold on to our coins, so that if we need to get Consecration out on turn 3, we can. And I think we'll be fine.
X marks the spot.
It's a hasty Bloodsail Raider. Coining out a Worgen Infiltrator actually kind of seems good. I'm no longer scared for our early game is the biggest thing.
I will be your death.
Alright. Backstab. It's a rough card. 0 mana, deal 2 damage to an undamaged minion. Rough. And he's got them durable minions.
I wonder.
I just need like a beefy 4-drop right now is what I really need. I mean, a lot of times this Harvest Golem will be there. Having the Bloodsail Raider there, undamaged, is pretty rough. Chillman Yeti's not helping. That's alright. Not this next turn, but the turn after that, we can coin Equality Consecration and clear his board with the exception of jerk things like the Golem. The Harvest Golem. It seems fine. Seems like that'll buy us a little bit of time. Argent Protector.
Reporting for duty.
Not on my watch.
First kill.
We're essentially removing a Divine Shield from that Harvest Golem by killing it. Good. I'm glad to see him burning things like that. I mean, Shiv is not like the biggest deal. I'd rather see him playing things onto the board that cost less, or that have less than 2 health. Or big things onto the board. Oh wait, I can coin up to Argent Commander. I think I'm gonna do that and hit him in the face. Alternative would be clearing that. But I think he'll trade into me anyways. Even if he doesn't, like, I'm really trying to just wait out whatever he has to drop. Like that. And now is a fitting time to Equality Consecration. It doesn't completely put the tempo back in our favor, but I'm still pretty confident with the cards I have in my hand.
Pass me that Arclight scanner.
If he was going to come back, though, having a whole ton of Gnomish Inventors is not a terrible way to do it. Nah, I think we're going to have an easy time here, actually. I'm not worried about him having lethal right now or anything, so I'm just going to Stampeding Kodo to get the kill on the Gnomish Inventor. One of the better targets for Stampeding Kodo to kill, really. And continue rolling with it.
One shot.
That is fine with me. That is fine with me as well. That makes him a jerk, but still kind of 2 cards were used to kill that card, so it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna go ahead and Guardian of Kings. Keeps me healthy, provides a really good response for this Dark Scale healer. That will still take a hit from his weapon and the Dark Scale healer's life. Or he could just hold on to it and hit me in the face a lot. Well, I've got another Guardian of Kings, so turns out my health bar is going to be pretty okay. Darkscale Oracle does kind of bring him back from the brink of cardlessness. That's certainly going to happen. And then I think I just play Guardian of Kings and Noble Sacrifice. It seems pretty reasonable. I need the Guardian of Kings, because otherwise I'm pretty nervous about my health total. And the Noble Sacrifice. Like, yeah, maybe it just catches a 1-1 or his dagger or something, but I think it's fine.
Get down!
For the crusade!
It's actually a great card for him. That's also a great card for him. And it's also a great card for him. Oh dear. We need to solve these problems, guys. We might not have good answers. He has lethal next turn if these things stay alive. I need to remove that. Which means that I need to play Argent Commander.
To Northrend!
Oh! Oh my god. How quickly I forget about you, Acidic Swamp Ooze. You, the most important card in my deck. At that exact moment. Oh, that Acidic Swamp Ooze saved us, guys. I was overlooking it for so long there. I mean, I remember... Usually when I see it early, I'm like, oh yeah, I wish I could play that to get rid of a weapon. Apparently I just forgot in the late game. Oh, it's an Emperor Cobra. So I can deal 8 damage this turn, but I think what we actually do is just kill everything, flood the board.
Pay attention, class.
I did it in reverse order. I flooded the board and then killed everything, but you understand what I mean. This is actually my favorite sound effect in all of Hearthstone. Not that. This.
Your magic shall not save me.
Old silence. Oh, I'm not sure whether to trade here or take 7 damage. I know I trade there, actually. And then hit him for 4. And play everything in my hand.
They'll never know what
Instruction begins.
Your turn to bleed!
They all bend to my command.
Oh, what's the card? Eviscerate. Oh, what a huge draw for him. Or a huge card to have. I guess I don't know if he top decked it or what, but it certainly helps massively, especially with this guy out and this guy out, because his hero power is going to be scary shit, man. Alright, Tauren Warrior. Get him. Get him. Hit him in the face. We gotta finish him. We gotta finish him now.
It's time for a little blood.
Gotta finish him. Oh, he goes for the face. Oh. He's applying dat pressure. Oh, the Wolf Rider. Oh, thank goodness. Stops me from having to make any difficult decisions.
Reporting for duty. A battle.
Whew. Whew. Close game. Jeez. Barely eked that one out. Alright, we are 5-2. Let's keep pressing onwards. We are going to get rid of the expensive stuff. And Blessing of Wisdom. Blindly playing Noble Sacrifice against a Druid is bad because his hero power pops it. So I think with that I will just be passing the turn. He just rocks a shapeshift. Loot Hoarder's a bit weak. It'd be better if played with some other stuff.
Reporting for duty.
So let's go ahead and pop out my Silverhand Recruit. Oh, Raging Worgen. I will coin out my Hammer of Wrath in order to deal with him. That should displease my opponent. For that is value right there. It was only inefficient by 1 mana, but his cost a card and mine did not. So, there's a pretty strong possibility that he will just hero power in order to clear out the Noble Sacrifice. Well, if that's the case, then it's kind of a uniquely good time to play 2/1s. Because his hero power will almost certainly be down, if he's playing this correctly. Or this will happen. No, attack with the minion first. Attack with the minion first. You fool. You've ruined everything. For me. Not for you. It's quite good for you. This is still actually 2 of his cards for 1 of my cards since the loot order replaces itself. I could pop Blessing of Kings, and that would not be good though. Let's stop talking about it.
Hey, give me that.
Let's at least run the loot order in. I don't think that that's worth a Hammer of Wrath. I'd rather have a Hammer of Wrath in the hand than a Leper Gnome on the board. And hell, I'll cast Nightblade. It uses my mana efficiently.
What you looking at?
Oh, I've got just the thing. So that'll provide me with an 8/8. I mean, I could just really go in on this and
Let me think.
start wailing him in the face, but I think that that's quite bad.
This one's mine.
We'll maintain board control. Nothing wrong with that. If he burns a swipe to kill it, that's fine. It gets its 2 cards. It gets 2 great cards, in fact. And it's mana efficient. It's 8 mana for 10. 8 of my mana. Or 9 mana, I guess. Yeah. Keeper of Grove getting in there was bad for me, though. Unavoidable. Nothing I could have done about it. That was a really nice top deck.
What you looking at?
So I could Pyromancer, Hammer of Wrath, and Kodo into that. That seems the best. We'll have 2 mana left over. Let's see if we draw anything. Changes our mind about anything. No, we do not. And he probably just Hero Powers into my 3/1 next turn, but hey, that's fine.
My shield for Argus.
Oh, his shield for Argith. Argent Commander's a freaking fantastic top deck here. Are you kidding me? That is so good. What are we going to play with it?
To Northrend!
I believe we're going to play this Injured Blade Master. Right? That makes a lot of sense.
Victory!
And then we don't attack him at all, of course. By him, I mean the Argent Commander, not the enemy hero. Oh, that swipe. Oh, that swipe.
Let me think.
So we could Equality, Wolf Rider into the Dark Iron Dwarf, and then Venture Company Mercenary. But I think just dropping the Venture Company Mercenary and the Wolf Rider is fine.
Let me think.
Just considering some other options there.
Reporting for duty.
So we can at least say that from what he has on the board, he can't clear our board. Not even with his hero power.
Shields up!
could trade there. And then drop equality. The equality doesn't do too much for us. We can at least force him to get something other than his hero power into here if we Shattered Sun Cleric it. But him losing a Sun Fury Protector is not all that much worse. Meanwhile, if we Shattered Sun Cleric our Worgen Infiltrator, it provides us a good way of killing the Dark Iron Dwarf.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
It also works through a swipe. And we're really happy we didn't drop equality earlier. Holy cow. Equality, Argent Commander, Blessing of Wisdom, 9 mana, seems quite good.
To Northrend! Victory! Check.
He has 4 cards, or 5 cards. We'll have 4 next turn. Claw! The claw. A raid leader.
The Sunwell.
And a Shattered Sun Cleric. I think that's a little bit better than dropping the Guardian of Kings because it actually removes options of his from the board. Guardian of Kings would have gotten comboed down by those two most likely. Drawing 3 cards with Nourish. That's a lifeline if ever there was one. +4 attack or +4 health and taunt. And he goes +4 health and taunt. Which was wise of him because he's now got like just a massive advantage late game. Which is largely defined by how many cards do you draw. So he probably trades this into something of mine. Probably kills the Silverhand Recruit with it just to get the Enrage popped. Which also, sadly for him, pops it into Consecration range. Shattered Sun Cleric will also be in Consecration range. Oh. Yeah, with a hit from the Wasted Snapdragon. Ah, so we can clear his board, but is that what we want to do right now? He'll hit for 8 this turn if we don't. We have a decent deck late game, but I don't know that we can count on it going uphill 2 cards. I still think we have to do that. No swipe. If you swipe. If you swipe, I'm gonna be upset with you, Druid. Ancient of Lore was also rather upsetting, it turns out. I'm actually happy to see that claw go that way. Even though it does stop me from being able to kill his Ancient of Lore. Thank you, deck. Thank you, deck.
Reporting for duty.
We'll take that trade there.
The battle.
Hit him in the face. So that's such a great draw because it allows us to trade the Ancient of Lore, or it'll deal 5 damage to his face if he pops his hero power.
Pay attention, class.
Sad that we don't have any removal for that.
Pay attention, class.
Could have dealt 6 damage to him this turn. Might have been better. He can pretty much clear my board this turn. Oh, that's debatable. Alright, less debatable. Less debatable with the farce here. Oh. Oh. I think I need to hold him and hold out for a time that he'll make a difference.
Reporting for duty.
We don't have that quick of a timer. It's 6 damage a turn. Well, 7 with his hero. Well, no, 6, because my hero power cancels out his hero power. It's not a good draw for him. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I thought I was Druid. I play a lot of Druid. That's probably why I thought that.
Not on my watch.
Okay. That will be fine. He's almost out of cards, guys. Well, then again, he can, you know... Ooh. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts bad. It's a real good top deck, holy shit. I was just starting to feel like we had that. Stop that. Stop that, you monster. Oh man. It's still going. It's still going on.
Reporting for duty. Out of cards.
He's out of cards, guys. He's barely got enough on the board to kill my Guardian of Kings. I have 2 cards left. What is his last card? And is he just gonna go for the face on me? Like, he could drop down 9 damage right here. Leave me at 5 on this turn. I mean, I think he definitely kills that with his hero power. I'd laugh if he's like holding Savage Roar and just trolling me. Yeah, I think that was a mistake.
I'm almost out of
I guess I
cards.
don't know what's in his hand.
Reporting for duty.
But with no cards left, I think that he should have been going for the face. Because there's nothing I could have done to stop him from killing me this turn, actually. Yeah, for sure. He kind of threw this game away. And if he's not going to play his card this turn, I don't know when he is. There it is.
I'm out of cards.
What do I got? Oh, it's Tauren Warrior.
Reporting for duty.
I think he wins.
Well played. Well played.
You should hit it with the 1/1. Hit it with the 1/1 first. The 1/1. Ouch, my face. I don't have any cards left. Let's just run it out. See if he decides to make any terrible mistakes or something. Keep trading his 4/3 into my 1/1 or something. Do it. Do it. Hit the 1/1. He actually took 3 damage there. I think that this is a 1-turn game. No, you should hit it with the 4/3.
Nature will rise against you. Reporting for duty. Thank you.
Thanks for the offer of nature rising against me. Yep, he's got 1 health left.
A natural mistake.
Curses! Oh. Double fatigue. That's it for this arena run. We got 5 wins. 5 wins is alright. Feel okay with 5 wins. It used to take 6 or 7 for me to be okay with an arena run. But I'm recovering. I'm learning to love what I can get. 55 dust is okay. It's an alright value. I think that's probably about as much as you get like from a pack if you disenchant the cards. Check out what's in the pack. Protect the Glows. I believe that's a rare. Could be an epic as well. I'm a little bit colorblind, so it's hard to tell. I believe that's a rare as well. Demolisher. And Holy Fire. Lackluster rares, to be sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.